Hello, in this presentation that I'm going to take you through now, I'm going to discuss a number of the wider processes that you need to be aware of when applying for our sixth form. So I'll take you through the application process. I'll talk to you about how we work with schools and colleges in Haverfordwest in order to give you a broader choice of courses than we can offer at Greenhill. We'll talk about entry requirements to the sixth form, and as well as that, how our teaching is structured and how we deliver lessons. So, first of all, let's talk about entry requirements. If you want to take level 3 courses, level 3 courses are ASs and A levels, then you need to be able to show that you've achieved success at GCSE with level 2 courses. So the expectation is that in order to access the sixth form, you need to achieve what's called the level 2 threshold. And the level 2 threshold is that you've achieved at least 5 GCSE or equivalent courses with results of at least a grade C or pass. And in addition to that, of course, we need to be convinced that you're prepared to work hard. So your attendance and your attitude in class is important here as well. When you are looking at particular subjects, what you need to bear in mind is that to apply for an AS course, most of the time we would be expecting you to have achieved at least a grade B or a merit in a related subject in Key Stage 4. But we understand that at the moment, with the COVID disruption that you've had to your learning and the uncertainty that still surrounds how these grades are going to be awarded this year, we've made the decision that we will accept you onto school courses based on your target grades. Now, your target grades were shared with you back in the autumn with your first progress report. If you may have a subject where your predicted grade then was higher than your target grade, then we would consider that too. If you're looking at applying for the AS or the A-level maths course, then that would usually be expected to be a grade B at least from the higher tier rather than from the intermediate tier. And because as part of your sixth form course, you will be taking the Advanced Welsh Baccalaureate qualification, that requires you to have level 2 passes in English and maths. So if you don't achieve a target grade of at least a grade C in English language or maths, then as part of your conditions of joining the sixth form would be an expectation that you would reset those courses during your time in the sixth form. So now I'll talk to you a little bit about the curriculum structure of your courses. And each AS course and A2 when you get to year 13 has 8 hours of teaching time associated with it. So if you any particular subject you choose, you can expect 8 hours of taught time in the classroom. And with most subjects, that course is divided into 2 different parts, and those are delivered by 2 teachers. When you're applying, we would expect you, in most circumstances, to start off choosing 3 AS courses. And as I mentioned earlier, in addition to those 3 courses, you will also be expected to follow the Advanced Welsh Baccalaureate course, which builds on the work of the Welsh Baccalaureate course that you take through Key Stage 4. We offer a relatively large number of courses here at Greenhill, and you can see there from that list that all but the bottom one are level 3 AS courses that lead into A2 and final A level grades at the end of year 13. But we also are offering at the moment a BTEC level 3 National Extended Certificate in Sports Coaching, which is a different course to A level and follows a different teaching structure. But I'll talk a little bit more about that in a few slides' time. Now, although we do offer that quite significant list of courses in Greenhill, we are able to be fortunate to be in a position where we can add to that choice by also sharing courses that have been delivered by other centres, namely Pembrokeshire College or Haverfordwest High. If you find yourself applying for a course in the college, then they have their own set of entry requirements, which are linked from this presentation website. Um, and as I said, those are, you can find those on the site. But those are delivered on Tuesday and a Friday, and you will get transport to the college or Haverfordwest High using the Pembrokeshire network of buses that are available to get to those institutions. So basically what that means is that on a Tuesday or a Friday, you won't be catching a bus to school, you'll be catching a bus to college or Haverfordwest High School from the nearest pickup point from your house. So if we look at the other subjects that are on offer at Haverfordwest, this first slide shows you the additional courses that are available at Haverfordwest High. So you'll see one or two of those you can do at Greenhill anyway, for example, chemistry or geography, but they may they may allow you to choose a different combination of subjects if you choose to take them in Haverfordwest High. And in addition to that, the subjects of business studies, government and politics, music, product design, and further maths are subjects that you can't take at Greenhill. However, if you do choose to do further maths, then that's in its nature a double maths A level, and you would have to do that with maths at Greenhill. When it comes to the college, there's an even larger range of subjects that you can choose to follow there as well. So you can take a look at those at your leisure. I need to talk to you a little bit about course viability. The list of subjects that we're sharing with you at this point are certainly subjects that we all hope to run at Greenhill and Pembrokeshire College and Haverfordwest High. However, the numbers of students that apply to take these courses are important, and if there aren't enough students, then the course doesn't become viable and the decision is taken for it not to run. The decisions are generally taken in 2 points. The first point would be in February, once we've had all the applications in. And then secondly, if there are changes following the results in August. If you have chosen a subject which the decision is made not to run that course, then we will let you know as soon as possible so you can consider alternatives. So when we look at the option structure, if you remember from when you were applying to do courses from year 9 into year 10, it's inevitable that you don't have a free choice, that schools and colleges have to arrange those courses in a particular way in order to make the school timetables work. So for you and the choices that you're going to make, there's 4 different ways that you can make your options. The first pathway is that you're going to take all your subjects here at Greenhill, and quite a lot of our subjects, our students do that. However, you also have the opportunity to be federated with Greenhill as your base, so you'll choose 2 of your subjects at Greenhill and pick up the 3rd at Haverfordwest High. Another alternative, which is really popular with our students, is that you base yourself at Greenhill, you take 1 or 2 subjects in the Welsh back with us, and then you're also able to pick 1 or 2 subjects to follow at Pembrokeshire College. And we have a 4th pathway now, which is the BTEC Level 3 in sports coaching. And that is a course that is all-encompassing. It isn't a course that you can do in addition to ASs or A-levels. If you choose to do that, then that is your entire study base, and I'll mention it again in a couple of slides. And as I mentioned previously, the choices that you make are organized into blocks, and you have to choose one subject from each option block. So if we take a look first of all at the Greenhill pathway, this is what it's going to look like for next year's year 12. So you choose one subject in each column. So you would choose a subject from option A, one from option B, one from option C, and one from option D. And if you choose to study just at Greenhill, there's actually 108 different combinations of subjects that you can choose from that grid. And the grid is structured so that if you decide you want to follow a humanities route into university or a science route, then the combination of subjects that you can choose are plentiful within the subjects we offer at Greenhill. However, as you can see, there are subject combinations that just aren't possible. So for example, if you wanted to study maths and PE, then it wouldn't be possible for you to do a combination only studying at Greenhill where that was possible, because maths and PE are in the same block. Then we come to option pathway 2. And option pathway 2 is where our option block C is replaced by Haverfordwest High's option block C. And that increases your choice up to 252 different subject combinations. The same thing applies. You would choose a subject from each of those vertical columns. Then we come to pathway 3, which is the one where our block C is replaced by 2 blocks in Pembrokeshire College. And you're in the position where you can choose to do 1 or 2 subjects at Pembrokeshire College. So both of those blocks are open to you. And what this also allows, for example, if I go back to the comment I made a couple of slides ago, where if you wanted to study maths and PE, you couldn't do it by just studying at Greenhill. However, once we come to this arrangement, you are able to study PE in Pembrokeshire College and maths at Greenhill, or if you prefer, you could study maths at Pembrokeshire College and PE at Greenhill, or you could study PE and maths both at Pembrokeshire College. So I hope that helps you understand how by federating with the Haverfordwest institutions, it does give us much greater flexibility when it comes to the subject combinations that you can choose. And then pathway 4, as I've alluded to a couple of times already, is the BTEC Level 3 National Extended Certificate in Sports Coaching. It's a full-time program, and it's delivered not by Greenhill's school teachers, but by a company called Little League Sports Company. It's known in school as the LLS. And if you choose to apply to be part of that course, then your time in school is based between classroom activities, physical activities on the AstroTurf, and also there's an element of work experience in that course. So it's a course where all your learning is pumped into that one outcome, which is the Sports Coaching Level 3 award. So a little bit about application process now. Your application is an online process, and you will apply via Hub. So you need your Hub username and log on in order to access the form. By all means, talk to your subject teachers tonight, who are in the support rooms that are on this website, but also talk to them, during your lesson time as well. As you can see, the deadline for applications is the 25th of February, so you've got plenty of time to have those conversations, to do a little bit of research yourself about what these A-level courses deliver, and also thinking about what you want to do beyond the sixth form and what would be an appropriate course combination of A-levels to make those university courses easily accessible for you. I've mentioned up until this point that we would expect you initially to be applying for 3 A-levels and a Welsh bac. Quite often, after you've been following 3 A-levels for half a term, some of you may find the workload to be a bit much, and then following discussion with your head of house and your parents, it is possible to bring that down to 2 ASs and the Welsh bac. There may be a small number of you that feel that it's necessary for you to take 4 ASs and the Welsh bac. Now, there are a possibility that for the right students and the right reasons, that is something that we can consider, but it isn't something that we would be expecting or encouraging. So if you feel that you have strong grounds to take that option where you want to choose 4 different subjects and do the Welsh bac, then it's important that you talk to me on the night, or following that by email, or we can arrange a Teams meeting to have that discussion. So the online application form is accessible on that website, tinyurl.com/YGS6opt2021, or scan the QR code, or there's a link directly to the application form on this website. If you intend to apply for a federated course at the college, then you have to do a double application. First of all, you have to let me know that what you want to do on that option block C. So you'd fill in the Greenhill application form, but then you'd also then have to go directly to the Pembrokeshire College site and apply for the federated course there. And next to this link video on the website, there's another video clip which explains how you can go and do that. Once the application has been made, then I will email you to confirm what you've applied for and whether or not that is viable. So late in February, early March, you'll get an email from me just clarifying what you've applied for. Of course, there are opportunities if you've changed your mind or following your results in August, then that is certainly a possibility that you can make changes to your application. Or if you miss the 25th of February deadline when the online form is switched off, then all you need to do is to email me directly and I will record those changes. And as I mentioned, in August, the day you receive your results, when you receive your results, you will have a short meeting with a member, usually of our management team in school. So either myself or colleagues on the leadership team or the heads of houses, just to discuss your results, discuss your plans, and if there are any changes that you need to make or to confirm with us. So that is it. Have a good evening. Make sure that you ask lots of questions, do lots of clicking, lots of research, and all being well, there'll be the choice that you want to make, the combination of subjects you want to make, and we will look forward to seeing you in September.